much longer?
It's only just gone 11.
Having second thoughts about this, Mum. I mean, what can this midwife tell me that I don't know already?
Quite a lot, I should imagine.
It's all online. Everything you need to know about being pregnant. I don't need some stranger telling me what's going on in there.
You really should have some tests done.
What do you mean, tests? You said this was just about getting some advice.
Oh, it's just basic stuff, love. I mean, you haven't even had your blood pressure checked, have you?
I don't want this person poking me about.
Blood pressure test is just a collar on your arm. No poking involved.
It's making me nervous just sitting there waiting.
There's nothing to be nervous about, love.
They're saying my blood pressure's through the roof.
Nobody's going to judge you or nothing. Midwife will just want to make sure everything's going along like it's supposed to. Apart from anything else, you should have had a scan by now.
I don't want a scan, Mum.
You're over 12 weeks, aren't you?
Yeah, but I don't want to see pictures of my insides.
It's not about you. It's about the baby.
I know.
To make sure everything's okay.
But I certainly don't want to see the baby.
Well, you don't have to look.
Makes it all too real.
But the midwife will want to. That's her job.
My head's messed up enough as it is.
And even if you don't want to know that everything's all right, I certainly do.
But I don't want you coming in with me, Mum.
What?
Well, I got to do this on my own.
Why?
Got to be responsible, make my own decisions.
But you don't, do you? And I've got a whole list of questions I want answered.
Chelsea Horrobin?
Yeah, that's me.
Hello, Chelsea. My name's Claire.
And I'm Chelsea's mum, Tracy.
Nice to meet you, Tracy. Would you like to come on through?
No, not you, Mum, please.
Are you sure? You're welcome to have your mum with you.
No, I've got to do this on my own.
Have a seat, Chelsea.
Thanks.
So, what can I do for you today?
I'm pregnant.
Right. And have you seen a midwife before?
I should explain. This weren't a planned thing, you see, it were a mistake. But, you know, these things happen. You just have to live with it, don't you? And to be honest, I'm only here today because my mum talked me into it. She said I had to get some professional advice.
Okay. So, you haven't seen a midwife before?
No.
Right. You better do some basic tests then, just to make sure everything's in order.
I'm perfectly fine. I ain't had morning sickness or anything.
Good to hear. So how many weeks are you?
Oh, it was the 1st of July.
That was the date of your last period.
What? No, that was when it happened.
What happened?
You know, me and this bloke? It was only the once. There was this illegal rave scene and he spilled his pint of beer all over me. He was in a right old state, poor guy, because his girlfriend had ditched him and he was crying and miserable and it just happened.
Okay. So, what are your plans?
What, you mean about keeping the baby? I mean, I don't know. That's why I'm here, because I just can't decide what's the right thing to do. And like I said, my mum insisted I should come and see you.
Well, your mum was very wise. But just to be clear, Chelsea, you say you had sex with this boy on the 1st of July, right?
Yeah.
So when was your last period?
Well, I haven't a clue.
But it would have been 2 or 3 weeks before that?
Something like that, I suppose. Why?
Because that's when we date a pregnancy from.
What?
Did you not know that, Chelsea?
No.
Which means you must be 16 or 17 weeks.
No, that can't be right.
Well, if you're quite sure of the date...
You're saying I could be as much as 17 weeks?
Yes. It does sound as if you're a little bit further on than you thought you were. But honestly, Chelsea, it's not the end of the world.
It might be if I want a termination.
You're still considering that, are you?
Like I said, I haven't decided yet.
I see. Well, you do need to decide soon.
I know, but 17 weeks? I didn't think I were that far gone.
It's not too late, Chelsea. But for now, let's give you a check over. Do some tests and see how the baby's developing. Is that all right?
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'm going to refer you to the Pregnancy Advisory Service. I think you should be in touch with them straight away.